Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do this as often as we can, usually several times per week. We continue to do that whenever we can. We've got over 1,500 of these available for your listening pleasure, and we try to add wherever is appropriate. My schedule is crazy, working with clients and doing all sorts of really awesome things. But if you would like to be added to the list of people that I serve, please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will get you in touch with me or a member of my team. We can make something happen from there and ultimately get you to a good place and all that good stuff. In any event, the Life Lesson series is just a series to get you in a good space. Hopefully that is, you know, valuable and meaningful for you. Please feel free to reach out. And again, 284 of these. Can't believe we're already going to have almost 1,500 or 300 rather of these in a more wider scope in the next little while. Anyway, um, so just things that life may be trying to teach you that you may not be paying full attention to. Educate yourself on all things. Educate yourself on the things that will make your life better, on what's going to happen next, on where your life can go, needs to go, or in some way has a benefit of going. When you begin to understand that education is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself, and understanding the links between how your life can be better, what you can do to make the world a better place, how you can make a difference for yourself, for others, and in every way. That's when you're going to begin to understand the value of connecting at a whole nother level with people and with the value of what you're trying to accomplish. Oftentimes, people don't always get to where they need to be, want to be, or is in their best interest. But when people do understand how to connect on a deeper level there, then they can begin to understand the method at which there is a connection with the future for their own benefit. And when we begin to understand the value of connection, we then also improve the quality and consistency of our relationships. The next thing to look at is understanding your target. Who is your target audience? What are you trying to accomplish? How do you know when you're successful? Look, we can have a definition for success, but if we don't know the steps we're taking to get closer or further away from what we define as our own level of success, we're not really accomplishing anything. We're just kind of going through the motions in the day. Now, lots of people believe that they want to compete with the idea of the future or what other people have or how other people believe or behave. But the problem with that is sooner or later that will not sustain you in the long term. So focusing on how you can move yourself towards the life that you want without the stressors is also an important factor in moving yourself forward in a positive and progressive direction. The next thing to look at as it relates to this is the relationship with protecting yourself. Protect yourself from other people taking too much from you emotionally, other people taking too much from you mentally. Identifying the ways that you can kind of better yourself in a good way, and knowing that you've got to protect yourself from being burnt out. So take time for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do the things that other people won't do so you can achieve the things that other people have yet to achieve or wish they would achieve. Most times, people spend more time talking about what they wish they had done rather than what they do because they aren't changing their pattern often enough, well enough to get themselves to a healthy, meaningful place. And so, understanding how to do that, understanding the need to do that is an important part of making oneself the best part of or in the best place for themselves going forward. And so when we begin to understand the need to do that, when we begin to understand the advantages of doing that, we don't also then begin to know the truth about moving forward in a positive, progressive manner. And so it's important to know that there is value in what we are trying to accomplish and also the things that matter in terms of building the future we want versus the future we think we should have. Often, the illusion of competition gets in our way when we are thinking only about other people's version of success. Have a plan for your worst case scenario. I talk about this with clients at all times. So when you have a plan for your worst case scenario, then you begin to understand that if you have a way to tackle the worst case scenario, then everything else becomes significantly easier to handle in terms of how you do something that moves you forward for your future. If you know what you would do in the worst case scenario, then everything that's less than the worst case becomes easier for you to manage. When you can manage your daily life, then you're also going to give yourself the ability to live a quality of life that's higher than what you're handling and doing now. So that is also super valuable. The next thing to kind of look at there is to kind of begin to see your own value, and re-identifying your value is another important aspect of making strong, intelligent, and smart decisions. So hopefully this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.